Yeah, we started eighth. I hate starting on the outside, but we seem to have great luck there. Every single win this year has been fourth and back on the outside. Fought our way right through the field. Really, kind of took our time. Still happened quick, but took our time, and started on a restart second. And huge thanks to Marvin Minkler for not burying it in the corner and sliding up into me. I made my way around the outside of him. He raced me super clean, and it's in gear. Sorry. And once I got out front, I kind of drove away. I know I looked in the mirror and saw Travis back there, and I was like, it's only a matter of time before he gets to me. But I guess his car was falling off just a little bit, just like mine was. So it was a roller coaster of a year, but it's not over yet. Spend more time in the shop. That's what wins races. That's what keeps us winning like this. Weeks where you miss something, and that seems to be a big problem with me. I'm still learning the car. I miss something. We have mechanical failures. We wreck, things like that. You can't control. Mechanical failures you can't control. And just spend more time in the shop, and hopefully I can at least try and chase Travis down for most wins. But it seems like he's got quite the car this year. We should be back next year. Same street stocks. Hopefully street stocks. There's kind of talk about moving up to late model, but I don't think we're ready yet. But hopefully we can finish this season off strong and get a few more wins.
I'm super happy. It's kind of a relief to know we're getting back up here on the podium. We've had some serious motor issues and everything else under the sun going on the past few weeks. But it seems like we got everything straightened out this week. Everything was running cool, running good. Something broke during the race. Obviously wasn't too major because I finished on the podium, but it definitely wasn't right. But other than that, I think we're back on a good track here. I think the key is I really just got to throw away everything that happened the last few weeks and just forget about it. I've got myself in a decent position here, and I just got to try to be consistent and keep finishing races.
Yeah, we actually had a really good car. I'm not sure if somebody was dropping something on the track, but she got loose very quickly. And then once I passed a certain car, it seemed to go away. But I think at that point, I had burnt the right rear and didn't have nothing for the guys up front. But we had a good car tonight.
Just coming in to this part of the season, late, early August with our open debut next week, I was just hoping for tonight, a really good finish so we could concentrate on our open car. And I guess I got what I asked for. I wasn't expecting to get that win, but, we're going for what we had. And starting 14th deep in the field and just picking one off at a time, and ended up, I looked at the board running second, and it was 10 to go, and I was chasing down the 10 car. I was like, I can get him. So then the yellow came out, and then we passed him. It was a great race between me and Nick. Consistency is really key, not overthinking it. We put the car right where it's got to be, and we just make sure all our nuts and bolts are tight every week, and we find ourselves in a great spot. You can't overthink it. Keep the wheels turning, and we'll be in a good spot next week too. I think we got a good spot. We're 10th in points right now. We'll probably end up 8th or 9th, maybe. We'll see. But we'll see what happens, and we'll just keep chasing trophies like we've been doing.
I think we had a really good car. Just a little bit tight at the end. I don't know what we really missed on that. But we were up till 4 o'clock in the morning last night working on this thing. We did a whole new setup, completely different. I mean, nothing is the same. And to come out here and finish second with it, it's a good starting spot. So, now that we know what the car's going to do on a 20-lap feature, we can come back next week and hopefully win. I think George had a car that was better than us by like that much. If I was a tick looser, we probably could have had it. We probably could have had the win. But just like I said, at the end, I was almost bouncing off the walls with how tight I was. So, if I'm going to lose to anybody, I'm going to lose to George. He's one of my best friends. I was trying to give it all that I had without wrecking him. Next time I should just wreck him.
In the beginning, I was a little disappointed. I didn't think we really had much for them, especially on that longer green flag run. We couldn't really advance anywhere. We started off real free, and that's usually not good for us. So we had a couple cautions there, and the car just came alive. Especially on that last caution with 2 to go. We had the top lane, and we were really good up there, so I was happy with that. And we were just real good at the end. I mean, I couldn't ask for much better. I don't know. I think we're heading in the right direction. I mean, after a couple of years of just struggling, really not knowing what to do for our feature setup, I think we're, like you said, being more consistent this year. I think we kind of found something, and we're going to work towards it. And our goal is, kind of to stay where we are, top 5 in points, and just waiting on that first victory. So, and I just want to thank some sponsors, McKinney Construction that came on this year. He's been a huge help to us. In the beginning of the year, we didn't even know if we were going to be able to race the whole season. So thanks to him, and Sign Pro for the awesome looking car. Susie's Concrete Service, we wouldn't have been able to do without him all these years. I mean, he's helped us forever. Tick Mike, FK Rod Ends, Buzzy for the transmission. Everybody, Napa, Vernon. I know I'm forgetting people, but my whole crew, I mean, they've stuck with me and just put a bunch of hours into this, and I can't thank them enough. So I'm happy to be back here on the podium.
Yeah, last week we were good. This week we were a little bit better, I think. So even though we won last week, we went back and worked on it and tried to make it better. And I think we did a little bit and made some changes. And the car was just really good tonight. I think what happened was I got to the front first, and that was the difference. I mean, there's a lot of good cars here, fast cars that can win. And it seems lately whoever gets there first is the one that wins. So I was the lucky one tonight, and 2 in a row. That's a good thing to do. And like I said before, King Great Coach Lines, Sun Valley Fire Equipment, Whip Sporting Goods, Safeco Foam. My cousin Stu, man, he works his butt off on this car. He does it with his mathematician and his brain. That's how he makes the car go faster. So, but yeah, just man, my crew, my wife's spot for it takes a whole group, a whole gang, whole army, I guess, to make this car go every week. So we got to thank all them people. Like everybody says, we kind of wait to the points of the last week, and we got a shot at it. But Adam's been good every week, so we can't count him out. And we'll do what we can to do our best, and maybe we can win a few more races, and really make it a real battle to the end. But like I said, Adam's really good lately, and we've been good, but we got to try to keep ahead of them.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty, was it green checker? I think it was. So it was pretty uneventful. Just Tommy got to the bottom, got behind, got low before us. I think we had pretty even cars, but it was whoever was going to get out front. But it wasn't eventful, which is kind of what our team needed, because it's been kind of a rough season. But we just kept fighting. We're going to keep fighting and just trying to get one more spot. Well, I just said we don't give up. I mean, we know that we're battling some stuff, but we've gotten it faster. Bob Phil from BFR Chassis really worked really hard with us, and he continues to work hard. So we lean on him quite a bit, and we're very fortunate for him. He's got us back out here from wrecked race cars like 3 or 4 times this year. One time we didn't come back as soon as we wanted to, but it is what it is. We're going to take this next 6 weeks and try to win them all. Yeah, of course, all of our sponsors, Obershon Hardware, Longview RV Sales, Hilltop Restaurant and Bar, Ben Dodge, Stafford Mechanical Services, G&M General Contracting, Stafford Sand and Gravel, Alpine Tree Company, Bingo, Williams Race Gear, Bob Phil, Rad All Machine, H&B Siding. I think I got them all. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but I appreciate everyone's help. And my crew, my wife, my kids, my parents, everybody that just keeps on fighting.
No, it's good. I'm ecstatic. This team has worked so hard to put this car the way it is every week in, week out. It's been so consistent. And the more we do this, the better I'm getting, and the more consistent we get, as long as I keep working on me, and we'll be really good here towards the end of the season. Check every nut, every bolt, every weld, everything you can think of. We're just going to make sure it's right, and just do our best and just try to stay out of problems, and the wins will come.
I can't even put it into words. It's amazing. Like, the finishes we've had this month, 2 seconds and a first. I didn't even think we'd be competitive coming here until I'd be winning and this competitive. I'm like amazed. I mean, we got really lucky. We got to start second. We got to the lead, and this thing was just on rails tonight. Like, once I got to the lead, I was like, I think we got this. I mean, I moved my mirror out of the way. I wasn't looking. I just kept going. I wouldn't be here without all my team and everyone that helps me.
my dad, my mom, Dan, Garrett, like I'm I'm blanking out here. Anyone else who helps me, all my sponsors, Jen and Auto, Chicopee Concrete, Garrett's Carpentry, Marco Concrete, Industry Electric, Chiquetti Teamwork, Enfield Sinorama, the Main Street Grill. Anyone else I'm forgetting here? Can you believe it?
So I knew he was fast at 14, and I saw him get out in front at the beginning of the race. I stayed behind him, and then we built a pretty sizable lead. And I just was focused the whole race on trying to get him, but he was fast. And, towards the end I was starting to gain a little bit, but I needed a few more laps. Yeah, I mean, we've had some bad luck over the past couple weeks. Obviously not tonight, but we knew we had a fast car coming in, and we just got to stay consistent, push hard, continue pushing, and see what we can do. First and foremost, got to thank my dad, Mike, Rob, Pete, my whole crew, JRC Transportation, Joseph Friedman, Chow Restaurant, all the contingency sponsors, and Stafford for making this a great experience.
It feels good, especially after getting wrecked by a lap car, which was very unfortunate. The car wasn't as good as it could have been, but a solid top 3 is always a good rebound from like 11th or 12th finish last week. I can't thank everyone that helps me enough, my family, everyone that comes out and supports me, Genco Construction, Ari Spray Foam, Rob Russell Chassis, Williams Race Gear, Casello Waste, and all the Lincoln Tech people that come and help every week. I really hope so. We're working on the car. It's getting better and better every week, so hopefully we'll be 2 spots better coming up.
It feels great. We needed this. Been a tough start to the year, but we're turning it around now. I got to thank everybody. M&M Stone Creations, Tick Mike, RaceChoice.com, 811 call before you dig, Ceravolo's Auto, Mike's Auto, Pettit for the awesome horsepower, and my whole team. They stuck it out for the worst part of the year, and now we're having fun.
It was a pretty smooth race. Thankfully, you don't get too many of those here. So, we're supposed to start 7th. I don't know what happened at the beginning of the race. Found up starting 6th, and the outside lane rolled pretty good. So, I felt like we had a really good car. I felt like we were pretty even with Keith for the most part. And then the last little bit of the race, I kind of started to get a little free up off. So, overall a good night. 2 good weeks in a row. I think we're right there. So we should be getting another win here soon. Oh, man, it's tough. I knew I could potentially get to him, but passing him's another thing. He's pretty good. No matter what the car is, he finds a way to make it fast and makes it difficult for you. But I didn't really have enough, I don't think, anyways. Wasn't able to close up the gap. So overall good. So congrats to him. But I'd like to be up there racing against him again here shortly. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think we got the car to do it. We got the crew to do it, and got a lot of people supporting us. So I think we'll be there again. We're this close. I think tonight, like I said, we maybe just missed it just a little bit. So we'll back and just fine-tune it, and we'll be ready to go for next week.
Well, it was a much-needed night, really, with how this year's gone. We need a confidence booster, like a morale booster. We've had good speed during the day at times. We've won heat races, but, those don't pay any money, right? You get no trophy for that. So just real happy. I started up front, led some laps, and I stayed there. I think somebody said my best lap was lap 30, so that means the car stayed there throughout the race, and that's just tremendous. That's what I'm looking for. Just keep doing what we're doing. We made a big change this week, totally different setup. I have so much support behind the scenes. I really can't thank everyone enough. My whole crew, my dad, my mom, put so much effort into it. And John Swanson, too. He was a big person behind the scenes this week, getting this thing dialed in. So I think just keep doing what we're doing. This feels good. I think, as they say, hopefully we can carry this momentum towards the end of the year. DCU, Napa of Air, Larry's Landscape Supplies, M&M Auto Body, Eric's Cutting Edge, Pettit Race Engines for the awesome horsepower, Northeast Race Cars, I forgot to thank them earlier, Shane Hopkins, he's the man, love him, and everyone who helps out, the whole crew.